Here's the thing, Maddie, there's new fats and old fats. And some of these people that are new fats, they don't realize that, you know?
Let's crowd surf.
They go, let's crowd surf. Let's you know what?
I've
Let's
never
crowd
in
surf.
my life even debated the possibility of crowd surf. I've never even debated the possibility of getting on someone's shoulders in the audience of a concert. I've never thought about it.
My parents never held me as a child.
Dude, where are you? Pick up your phone. I'm going to a summer party tonight, and you're obviously invited, so call me back. Okay, love you. Bye.
What's up, you guys, and welcome back to Emotionally Online, the weekly summer party for heart to hearts and hot gossip, hosted by yours truly, the one and only Maddie Drossbeck, co-hosted this week. Back again, it's the one and only host of Loud About Nothing, Sebastian Canelli.
Hello. I'm honored to be back.
Happy to have you here in the cuck chair.
Oh, thank you. I'm sitting
What an honor.
Make me watch you do a pod. Maddie goes, you go in the corner and now you watch me podcast from the Cuck podcast.
Yeah, exactly. This is what people would do a Make-A-Wish just for what you're experiencing right now.
I believe it. I love that. And I'm honored. I'm happy. I'm here. Maddie, you're a great host. You walk in.
Thank you.
I walk in. You go, you want Diet Coke? Instantly, ice cube, straw, Diet Coke, giving me snacks. Literally go sit down. I'm going to set up.
Did you notice the glass?
Of course, a Coca-Cola glass.
Come on, let's go.
Did you? I want to go so badly to the Coca-Cola.
So do I. In Atlanta?
You've never been. I did once. I went to Atlanta once. I shot a cartoon for Cartoon Network.
Okay, fun.
And I was at the top of the fanciest hotel in Atlanta, and I was sad, so I got naked and read Winnie the Pooh quotes into the mirror and cried.
Hey, what?
I got really sad, and I read Winnie the Pooh quotes and just looked at myself in the mirror.
That's
cried.
your memory of Atlanta, Georgia.
That was Atlanta for me. I didn't go to the famous strip club that Drake goes to. I didn't have varsity hot dogs. I was at the top of the fanciest hotel in Atlanta. Sad. And when I get sad, as a man, I go, I can't feel sad about what I'm feeling.
You knock it off.
Let me bring external things into this. So I quickly open a Winnie the Pooh quote.
It helped.
Well, it allowed me to cry.
Okay.
And then I go, it's about the poem. It's not about me.
Stop.
No, I know. But I was just feeling. I used to keep a pages where I would have Winnie the Pooh quotes, and I would write the people's names that each quote reminded me of.
That's sweet. Okay,
Yeah.
so quotable things mean something to you.
Yeah.
Okay,
Well,
hold it right there. I've got something to pitch you. If quotes and hanging on to these really awesome poetry-adjacent one-liners means something to you, I have to introduce you to something called The Real Housewives of Salt Lake City.
Okay. I know that you like the Real Housewives of Salt Lake City.
I genuinely, no funny shit, I think you would like them.
Okay, I'm open. I'm going to be open to this right now.
Why are you doubting this? I know you, and I know that you would love it.
Did you feel the processing?
Yes, I did. I see it on your face that you're like, I don't know. And I want to understand what your hesitation is, but I'm here to tell you preemptively, but whatever it is, you're wrong.
I have struggled with reality television.
Okay.
If it didn't take away from other television, maybe I would be fine with it.
How does it take away from other television?
Reality television came from because of writer strikes and that they weren't willing to pay people. So they were like, oh, we can make cheaper television, not pay people as much.
Okay.
And so basically, then they realized, oh, we can make cheaper TV and not pay artists and stuff like that as much. So we could basically just utilize people's lives, which there is an art to reality television. Editing, I think, is the most beautiful art. And that's why I think that you love it, because you are... I know that you're a performer, you're in a beautiful podcaster, beautiful vlogs, but you're an editor too.
Yeah,
like, I think
definitely.
that you are an editor
For
too,
sure.
right? And I see that creative side of you. So I do think, I'm like, oh, that's why Maddie relates to that so much. But I do know that when there are dips in contract stuff for SAG and for WGA that there is a rise of reality television because they don't want to be paying people livable wages.
But is the
Sorry to
critique
bring it
okay?
up.
No. I think that's a good point.
And as a SAG-AFTRA member,
Absolutely,
I have to be repping my union.
I think that's a great thing to bring up. But
Okay.
my rebuttal there would be: is that a reflection of reality TV? Does that mean you can't like reality TV, or is that more a critique of how the industry needs to change?
You're right.
Can you enjoy reality TV while also holding the opinion that people deserve to be paid
So
more?
I need to get past the inception of reality TV.
Yeah, because I think you can. I think you can believe both things.
100%. Here's the thing. I sometimes look at reality. I go, I know how this was made. I know how this was made.
Yeah,
But that doesn't mean that there aren't beautiful. And I do watch some reality TV. Mm-hmm. I like that show Alone.
I don't even know what that is.
It's man reality TV.
Okay.
It's when they just dump people in the forest alone, and they have to see how long they could survive.
Torture reality TV.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay, right.
But there were shows I liked, reality TV. I do like drama over little things, and I do like dramatic people.
This is why I think you'd really like The Housewives.
I love listening to people's conversations.
Right.
And I think there's something so beautiful about a person that's able to fully express their emotions even when they're severely wrong.
Right. Also, it's amazing, like these ultra wealthy women who truly have nothing in the world to complain about complain like it's their job. It's awesome. They're so fucking funny.
I believe it. So how do I do this then?
I think Salt Lake City is the starting point. And I think that once you watch Real Housewives of Salt Lake City, you'd be hooked. And I think you'd be all into the Bravo cinematic universe at large.
We can't. It's cinematic universe?
Yeah, because I think that Vanderpump Rules is my second recommendation for you.
Really?
Yes.
Interesting.
Vanderpump Rules to me is even better than Real Housewives of Salt Lake City.
But you're finding an entry. I think Salt Lake City is a good entry point for me because I've seen some episodes of Vanderpump when I was younger, when it was like first airing and stuff like that. And it's hard to jump in.
What a joy.
In the middle. Yeah,
of course.
It's hard to. I don't know the drama. I don't know what's going. A reality show that I did watch every episode of is Mob Wives. I mean, of course.
Yeah, totally. I think that tracks for you completely.
Big Ange is a muse.
Okay. Abby Lee Miller.
Abby Lee Miller is a major muse.
Yeah.
How thirsty Abby Lee is over Bad Bunny is remarkable.
You know what? Have you heard of Tamagotchi Life?
No.
This new Switch game that everyone's talking about?
It's like a Tamagotchi, but...
No, you're making me characters.
Uh-huh.
It's kind of like Animal Crossing, but you make all the characters and you can name them and give them lingo. And so they say crazy things.
You're making your own reality TV.
Right. So I have my island. I just made Abby Lee Miller last night and added her to my island. Right now, my islanders' favorite things to talk about are cheating and baby gorgeous.
Let me guess. This definitely has to do with you smoking weed. I can see somehow if I look through my crystal ball, I see a little weed happening before you're out here gaslighting Nintendo characters.
It's so fun.
That's incredible.
And
I'll download the game. Tell me what it is, and we can visit each other's islands.
Maybe I've never tried to do that before.
Wow, I play a lot of Switch online. I play with my nephew.
Okay.
We go OUB.
OUB.
Online Uncle Ba. OUB.
OUB.
We do a little
Does he
OUB.
say that or
He
do
says
you say
OUB.
that? That's amazing.
He says OUB. I found out about through my sister.
He came up with OUB.
He came up with OUB.
That's awesome.
OUB. So now I'll call my sister and I'll hear him. Can we OUB?
OUB.
So we hit OUBs all the time.
No, that's awesome.
And,
Kids should be creating acronyms for everything. That's hilarious.
I love it so much.
That's like really funny for a child to do.
He better be. I want him to be funny. Life is easier when you're funny.
Yeah, sure.
Life is so much easier.
Totally, you gotta laugh.
If people like you, you can laugh at
You
things
gotta
when things
have a
are
giggle.
hard. But I have muses, so
Okay, right.
Abby Lee is one of them. And why I love her so much is because she has no filter.
Yeah, no, not at all.
The lack of filter, I think that Well, my problem with reality TV nowadays is people go on it because they want
Totally.
Instagram followers and they want to be famous and get brand deals.
I agree.
And back when Abby Lee was popular, they saw this woman and they said, as a society, we would be flawed if we did not have a television show centered around her.
Yeah.
We would be broken
Right.
if we did not spotlight this woman.
Find the most insane people on earth and give them a television show.
I don't think you should be able to apply for reality TV. I think that you need to be discovered.
Yeah, I agree for the most part. Like, I think all of the Netflix reality TV shows need to be put in the garbage can because Netflix barely knows how to make a good TV show, period, anymore, let alone a good reality show.
I am so done. It's garbage.
I just think they don't know what they're doing.
Every time I log on, I get mad.
I'm not interested in Love Island US. I'm exclusively interested in Love Island UK.
Shout out.
Because I just think that they know what they're doing over there.
I can't wait to make some Yorkshire pudding at my house.
And then, but Bravo. Now that I've been introduced to Bravo.
But Bravo's old
They
school
understand.
reality. They went
Totally.
to those, like the Housewives, they were like, we need to put these people on television.
Right. Yeah.
These aren't people like, oh, I want to be on it so then I could have.
Right. They're not like putting up a form on the website that you
Yes.
can.
So I could have
yourself
brand
for.
deals and I could
Right.
go interview someone at the Met Gala.
Yeah. Totally. It's a different ball game. But that's why Vanderpump Rules was so good, was because they were a pre-existing group of friends that worked at this restaurant together.
So you think reality TV shows on its it peaked already, and
Well, I think that if they are following that format, there's like newer, because like Real Housewives of Salt Lake City came out only a couple of years ago. It was like there's only 6 seasons.
sure.
And I think when they follow the older format, it does better versus like the Instagram followers of it all, the perfect matches, the Love is Blind.
I don't fucking need
I
Love
think
is
those
Blind.
are just boring to me. I am not interested in any of those.
I don't need those either.
I think they're bad.
Me too.
I'm here for like actually messy bitch drama. I want people to say crazy shit on my television.
100%. Or you do Love on the Spectrum. Have the
Yes,
exact opposites.
I totally agree. I
Because I'll
love
watch
Love on the Spectrum.
I think it's beautiful. I think everyone should watch it,
Yeah.
especially men, because these men out here are planning dates.
Mm-hmm.
They are out here caring about the thought
Yeah.
into conversation. Mm-hmm. How many dudes you know are putting thought into what they're about to say on a date? I'll tell you, every dude on Love on the Spectrum is fucking doing the work. They hire someone to come over to help them.
I know.
They're hiring someone to help them.
I do love that because Love on the Spectrum feels like a breath of fresh air for what is like so much just like the worst dating interactions you've ever seen
100%.
immortalized on reality TV. And then on Love on the Spectrum, it's like, oh, this is actually very normal and just like
Yeah.
sweet.
They choose the dates.
Yeah.
The people. They don't. The reality shows don't choose the dates.
Right.
They don't choose anything. They're just there being like, "What do you want? Well, help guide
Yeah.
you do this."
Yeah, for sure.
I mean, that's beautiful. But
agree.
it should be something. There's a difference between like a docuseries and we need to start breaking these reality shows into smaller categories. I think because then it'll help us have this conversation a little better.
Yeah.
Because there are different categories.
There's so many different tiers.
Yeah.
And honestly, I think Jersey Shore was kind of a fluke that it worked so well. Because that was they applied for it kind of thing.
Yes.
But they just so happened to be the absolute perfect people to put in that position.
I recently worked with the man who created Jersey Shore.
Oh, no way.
Yeah.
That's so cool.
And he said it was nuts.
Yeah, I'm
He said
sure.
that they were just in a room for days, like the whole just in
Yeah.
that room for days. No one knew who they were,
Right.
And they did not plan anything. That
Right.
was all of them just
'Cause it
being
was also,
absolutely
like,
reckless.
pre the like social media boom in a
Yeah.
lot of ways. So it's like we can't replicate that. Now that can't work because of social media, but before
They weren't allowed to listen to new music. They couldn't talk to anyone on the phone. They couldn't listen to new music. It was like they said that like people were struggling, because of how isolated they were.
that's crazy. So
And
they
they
would
would-
just like at the club.
They were just at the club, sleeping all day, forcing and drinking.
Yeah. That's awesome. I mean, it's an incredible show.
That was my culture.
Yeah.
At a certain point, like
Totally.
I wore Rhinestone Affliction shirts before that show came out. Like at the end of the day,
love it.
when
Can you
I-
imagine if you were on Jersey Shore?
I would no. I felt every feeling. I didn't know what to say. I felt every emotion in that. I didn't know what to say. And I can't. It's like That's you being like, can you imagine if you were in the movie The Lion King? It's like
It's that significant.
Can you imagine if you were the Mona Lisa, you went there and it was a photo of you. It was just you painted. Now that's a movie.
Yeah.
You show up to the Mona Lisa and you just look and it's you. But no, I can't imagine. I mean, that was my culture. At the end of the day, I was rocking Ed Hardy. I was rocking French Connection. In junior high, I cuffed my pants to show off ankle because I wanted to be a little Italian slut.
I'm obsessed with everything that I'm hearing right now.
I would wear tight-ass diesel shirts, cuffed pants, and leather white Reeboks.
Did you ever spike your hair?
Of course, I had spiked hair. I had tips. I wore watches. I got cologne when I was 6 years old.
This is amazing.
I was a different part of Staten Island. There's two sides of Staten Island. Mm-hmm. There's the Pete Davidson side. There's three. No, there's more. But
there's one. There's two. There's three.
It's so hard.
It's a complicated island.
It's so. Don't put Staten Island in a box.
So how old were you when Jersey Shore came out? Like 21?
No, I must have been younger. 19. I remember it was college, so we watched in my friend's basement.
Okay.
We would watch in between going out. It was like the SNL. So you know, like how my parents would be like, "Oh, when SNL first came out in the 70s, we go out and party, then we come home to watch SNL, go back out." That was Jersey Shore for me. We'd be smoking weed. We'd be getting ready. We got to get home for Jersey Shore. We watched the Jersey Shore. We'd be like, that was a good episode. We'd be high-fiving. And then we go back out.
I mean, a lot of the Jersey Shore stuff, I was in like 8th grade and freshman year of high school.
Yeah.
And every Friday night, my friends would come over and we'd watch the episode of Jersey Shore that came out the night before. Oh. All throughout 8th grade.
That's incredible.
And then I had the DVD box sets.
Oh.
And we do binge rewatches of all the seasons. So I've seen Jersey Shore more times than I can count.
I mean, it's truly incredible. And also, here's the thing: growing up, being in Staten Island when the Jersey Shore was happening, what was so incredible was it was about who knew what was happening with them in real life.
Yeah.
Oh, I know this. I know this girl who hooked up with Vinny. I know Paul. I know Paulie.
To be in on that tea from the other side seems incredible. 100%.
We all knew someone that hooked up with Paulie or Vinny.
Right.
We all knew someone that was related to one of them. We all knew someone that like, oh, I get my nails done at the same place Snooki goes to get her nails done. It was all that.
That's amazing.
It was all, oh yeah, I know that Mike sells pills. I know that Mike does pills. Like that was all around before it all came out. When you'd say watch Salt Lake City, Utah, and that's like saying go to Woodstock 93. I went to the original fucking Woodstock. I lived Jersey Shore in Staten Island.
Totally. So you understand and appreciate the art of drama. This is the point. You would love it. I don't know why you're resisting your future, your destiny.
You're right. You're right.
Did you see that video of Akon in a ball walking off stage?
I loved it. Convict music.
My thing is like, those are things that I looked at that video and I was like, living in a fat body would have saved him because he never would have done that.
100%.
Why would you ever do that?
I know. Oh my, yeah. Because
he was in this plastic fucking hamster wheel ass ball. And just walked off stage into the crowd, and they dropped his ass instantly.
Duh.
And fucking duh.
As soon as they dropped him, he went, lonely. I'm so lonely.
But I was like, I remember at the mall in middle school when they would have pools that they would fill with the hamster balls, and then you could pay $8 to go run around in the pool in the hamster ball.
What?
You didn't have that?
Nah, that was some fucking Departed shit you're talking about. This is some the town bullshit. We're not all from fucking mess where they fill up pools and you walk around in hamster balls. What are you talking about?
It would be like an above ground pool.
Stop. In the mall?
In the mall. In the middle of the mall, they'd have an above ground pool and hamster balls that you could walk around on top of the water in the hamster balls. It was awesome. When you're 12, it's fucking sick.
And you would do it.
Oh, I did it once, yeah.
Did you like it?
I mean, I didn't do it again, but when you're 12, it's fucking awesome.
Maybe Akon saw a video of that. He goes,
well, apparently he did. As a, I can tell you anything. I can say anything, and Sebastian's like, no.
I can't believe it.
I feel like he, as an adult, was like, you know what would be sick to do at my concert?
What?
Running this hamster ball. Something that nobody else has thought above the age of 12 before.
How old is Akon?
Let's look it up.
Because we need to know how old this man was. He probably has an AARP card. He must have a bucket list.
Akon?
He must have a bucket list, and he's not good. How old? 50?
He's 53. Yeah, he is 53 years old.
He goes, get the hamster wheel. There's 3 things I want to do before I die. Apologize to my children, forgive myself, and crowd surf with the hamster wheel.
Oh my god.
Wow.
So good.
No, yeah, there's things that being fat we don't do.
Right.
Because, and it saves us a lot of humiliation.
Totally. Well, one time I was at a concert and the opener, which I don't understand why he did this. To this day, I'm confused about it.
Okay.
The opener was a big guy.
Oh, yeah.
Why did he crowd surf? He tried to crowd surf. He took out 3 rows of people in front of me.
Stop.
I hopped over all of them, got myself barricade. I know. I was an asshole. I'm so sorry.
Stop.
He took out those 3 rows of people. I said, I'm making my way to the front. Everyone's on the ground. I'm still going.
Oh my God, Maddie.
But to this day, I'm like, why did he do that?
That's insane.
Why would you do that?
You can't do another song after that.
They kept going.
They kept going?
After he took out half the crowd, he got back on stage. This was like it was a Sammy Adams concert. Whoever opened for Sammy Adams in like 2012.
He knows
This
who
was
he
like a
is.
small Boston venue.
Of course.
Took out half the fucking audience.
Jesus Christ.
It was awesome.
Oh my God.
No, but I was like, you think that you wouldn't do, you think like instinctually a fat person wouldn't do that?
There's
Instinctually, I would never do that.
Here's the thing, Maddie. There's new fats and old fats. And some of these people that are new fats, they don't realize that, you know?
Let's crowd surf.
They go, let's crowd surf. You know what?
I've
Let's
never
crowd
in
surf.
my life even debated the possibility of crowd surf. I've never even debated the possibility of getting on someone's shoulders in the audience of a concert. I never thought about it.
My parents never held me as a child. There's things that I don't think about.
Yeah.
Because I have to make space to think about other stuff.
Right.
So it goes, I can never even think about crowd surfing. No, I can never think about bungee jumping. I gotta go, you tell me, I gotta go on Google. I gotta type restaurants into Google to see what the seating situation is. I can't think about crowd surfing. I have to go, what type of seats are we doing? European armchairs outside? Because, babes, I don't know if I like Mediterranean food that much. I don't need no Aperol spritz to be forming lines in my side.
No.
I have to check. And, you know, it's truly a blessing to see Akon make a fool of himself.
Yeah, somebody's got to do it.
I think that's beautiful. Yeah, I would never want that many people touching my body anyways.
No. Right. Totally. Fatness aside, I still wouldn't want to crowd surf.
No. I see videos of people doing that, and I don't like it.
I would be really worried about, like, someone pulling my pants down or something. You know what I mean? Like, I'd be really worried if
And then
someone,
you
like...
couldn't get down
and
and your butt's
I'm
just in
like,
the air.
in the air, and I'm, like, ass out in the air, and I have no control over anything that's happening, and everyone's touching me. Like, this is my nightmare.
Oh, my God. Just butt out, crowd
Right?
surfing, looking to the heavens.
It just feels like that's a strong possibility.
I would be worried of pickpockets.
Oh. I'd be worried it'd fall out of the pocket.
My pants fall down all the time naturally. I'm living in a life where my pants fall down constantly. I constantly, every time I lie down, a little butt comes out. I sit, a little butt comes out. It's like the friend that you don't want around is my crack. Anyone that, I would say acquaintances know what my ass looks like. Everyone knows what my ass looks
So
like.
you should totally relate to this sentiment.
I guess I've just been so...
You're used to it.
My butt is out most of the time.
You don't even notice it.
I lie down in bed, my whole butt comes out.
Yeah.
I sit in a chair, my butt comes out. If I stood
free.
up right now, I would have to do 3 minutes of adjusting in order for my ass not to be fully out.
I think that's good.
You think so?
Yeah, let it rock.
I got a lot of cheeks.
It's like an accessory almost.
The ass?
A little crack.
I know, and it got such a bad rap for so long.
I think we can bring back
Bring back butt
crack.
butt crack.
Yeah.
I would love a little butt crack. Because I'm showing it.
Would you accessorize it?
I would do bedazzle.
Okay.
I would bedazzle my ass.
Would you get
A tramp?
a tramp stamp?
If I ever was to get a tattoo, it would be on my butt.
Okay, on the butt.
Yeah.
Cheek?
Yeah, on the cheeks.
Lower or upper?
It would have to be upper.
Okay.
I would
think
want it
that's
to
a
get the
good
most.
choice.
Lowers intimates.
Lower's very intimate.
The top of the butt is for everyone. The bottom's for the people, very special people.
right, exactly.
That under part of the butt is
Right.
That's for the people I love.
Yeah, totally.
The top of the butt's for the world.
Yeah, I know. I agree with this take.
I think.
What would it be?
I don't know. I always thought about maybe getting my family's name. I don't know. I go through phases. There's nothing I want that bad.
I go through phases.
I mean, there was a time that I wanted crazy stuff on my body. I wanted a tattoo of the angel and the devil playing chess and the devil's winning.
I honestly, that sounds sick.
I wanted a whole back piece
You
at a
should
certain
have gotten
points.
that.
No.
I thought you were saying that as if it was going to be like, oh, yeah, thank God you didn't get it. I'm like, that sounds fucking hard. Why didn't you get it? I think people are too worried about the permanence of tattoos.
I agree.
Like, I would tattoo anything at this point. I literally don't give a single shit.
Sure.
Because to me, it's like, as long as it comes from a good artist,
Yeah.
it's like you're just an art collector. I don't really care what it is or if it means something or it doesn't.
I think that's beautiful.
It just has to look beautiful.
And you have boobs on your arm, right?
Yeah, I do.
Let me see.
Here. Which honestly, I never even thought about it. After I got it done, someone's like, actually, I have them 2 places, but that's like an Aphrodite statue. So
Yeah.
different vibe. But people brought that up after the fact. They're like, you don't feel weird that you have boobs on your arm? I'm like, I literally have not thought about it even one singular time.
I think it's okay. I think when I was a kid, I went to the museum all the time. I think that's art.
There's like nothing explicit to me about it.
There's zero. I actually think it's offensive to think it's explicit.
So do I.
I hate to be like that, like on that end of the spectrum.
No, I
but
agree.
Like a women's breasts should not be. You can be attracted to them.
Totally.
But it shouldn't be this thing of like.
Yeah,
shame.
sure. I can be attracted to a man's nipples.
I'm 100%. I'm attracted to hands. I'm attracted to nails. I'm attracted to.
Sure.
I'm attracted to legs.
You can be attracted to anything.
We don't hide those.
Yeah, I agree.
Like, so I don't understand the concept of having to hide women's breasts.
Yeah.
Said the boob man. Said the man who loves titties. Here's the thing. Letting women have their boobies out, okay?
You know what?
It's offensive.
Ally.
I just don't. When I was a kid, that was like art. My parents would let me see R-rated movies, but they wouldn't let me see violent movies.
Interesting.
Because they said violence is bad.
Yeah, I understand that.
I mean, they made a couple of mistakes. There was a couple of times where I had screaming panic attacks in theaters because I was watching Amistad. I had to wrap my head around. What we were doing to people. There was a couple of times during the Patriot I had a screaming panic attack because the little boy had to fight the British, and I go, "I'm older than him. Could I die in war?"
Oh my God.
So yeah, but they believed in letting me see art, boobs. There was one time we were in the museum, and I was in a stroller. There was a packed elevator, and dead silence in the elevator, as elevators are. And the elevator doors opened, and there was just a statue of a woman naked, and I just went, boobies! And then the doors, the people then didn't get on that were supposed to get on. The doors closed, and my mom goes, "It was awesome."
Yeah, that's incredible. You probably made their whole day.
100%.
They were probably telling that story for the rest of the week.
You know, and how happy I was.
Totally.
So I think that I do believe that it is weird.
Yeah.
When I was in Europe and like people just take their shirts off places and it's like, get over
So
it.
free. I love it.
When Rob and I were in Lisbon, there were just people like topless all over the place. It was like great. Not Lisbon. We're on the beach.
Yeah.
I don't want to say that we're just in the city.
All over the place.
We're in the fucking store. Him and I would go to the cafe. I go 2 Americanos, and the woman has no shirt
Boobs
on.
out. You know what? Fuck it. Whatever.
No, but I mean, it is just. So I think you're fine with that.
Yeah. No, I don't.
I think we should, as a society, we should change what we should be hiding from children.
Yeah.
We should be sheltering them from guns.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay. Let's start there.
Guns might be number one for me.
I think guns are probably a bigger threat than titties.
Yes. So that's where I stand on that. I've been trying to go to the museum, so I've been accidentally doing the artist way. You ever accidentally do the artist way?
You know what? Yeah.
You have.
I mean, I've done the artist way before, all the way through. I was a part of an artist way book club.
That's incredible.
For a while.
Accountability buddies.
Yeah, my friend Kath, she organized the whole thing. It was incredible.
Yeah.
It was on Zoom, and we all just it was every Sunday.
I think that's
Whole way through.
incredible.
It was awesome.
I'm accidentally doing the artist way right
A little
now.
artist date.
I'm going to museums.
Good.
I'm going to some museums. I want to read 12 books this year, which isn't a lot, but is a ton for a man that read 3 last year.
Totally. Yeah. I mean, any amount of reading is good.
And I used to judge audiobooks, and then my sister told me, she goes, audiobooks stimulate the brain the same way reading does because we hear poetic language.
Yeah. You know what? I saw someone arguing about this the other day, and I was like, who fucking cares? When people are like, oh, listening to an audiobook doesn't count as reading. What the fuck do you guys even mean? Count?
Yeah, what the
Do you read just to perform the fact that you read for other people, or do you consume the media because you want to consume what's on the pages?
1,000%, Maddie. Maddie, we shouldn't be reading for other people.
Yeah.
I'm not listening to these books for other people.
Right.
I want to learn. I want to hear other people's point of view, other people's perspective.
Right.
I want to be entertained.
It's like you consumed the same material.
Yeah.
Whether you read it or listened to it doesn't really fucking matter. Who cares?
People need to get off their high horse.
Yeah.
Because it prevents people from actually doing stuff.
Totally.
It prevents people from fucking doing things. If you everyone's so judgmental once you try doing something. They'd rather you do absolutely nothing.
Right.
A person would rather you not read at all than listen to an audiobook.
Which is insane.
It's so fucking crazy. People hate try. The word people hate when someone tries anything. Mm-hmm. And I remember that, when I was first starting to get into comedy and the arts and stuff like that, it's like people didn't like that, my friends, which I understand. Because it's when someone else tries, you feel stupid for not trying.
Yeah, for sure.
And so how do we make that? We judge how they try, so then they don't.
Yeah, that's ridiculous, though.
But I'm accidentally doing the artist way.
It's a great thing to accidentally do.
I can't believe it. I'm not smoking. I'm not drinking. I'm accidentally doing the artist way.
Good for you.
It's actually...
This is awesome.
I would say my life is been the best it's ever been.
I love that.
I'm the happiest I've ever been.
That makes me so happy.
And it's because I'm showing up for myself in ways that I needed to and was scared to. Ignoring bad feelings made my life worse.
Yeah.
Sitting in bad feelings is making it better. Which feels the exact opposite of what I think would make my life better.
Yeah.
Actually not... I spent my life running from feelings. And I'm trying not to. I'm trying to remind myself this now. As I'm feeling bad, I go, this is good. I go, feel this. This is good. I go, you're feeling this because you're allowing yourself to feel. So when I joked about me reading the poems, I would feel bad, and I would then be like, let me have something else that would give me a reason to feel bad, rather than actually feel bad about what I should feel bad about. I'm a master of hiding.
But now you feel like you're getting better at confronting it, looking it in the face, and letting yourself feel it.
I'm just scared, and I'm allowing myself to be scared.
I think that's awesome. I actually think it's so scary when people are like, I don't remember the last time I cried.
Maddie, the last time I cried was when I was editing a poem I wrote. 2 in the morning.
I'm kicking my feet right now.
Two-
I feel giddy hearing this from you.
2 in the morning, alone in my bed, writing a poem, editing it.
I'm obsessed with this.
And the poem that I wrote moved me so much. The poem I wrote moved me so deeply, I
you
started
cried.
crying in my bed.
That is so beautiful. That is so beautiful.
Now, is the poem good? It doesn't fucking matter.
It doesn't matter
It
at all.
worked.
But clearly it was fantastic if it moved you to tears.
It allowed me to face a feeling.
I love that. Dude, that's also why I love poetry. It's also just like fun to be creative with language. I like that poetry feels like a more creative way to say how it is that you're feeling rather than
Yeah.
just saying I feel this.
Yeah.
Poetry allows you to say it in a way that feels inspiring and exciting.
Because words aren't enough to capture feelings.
Yeah.
So poetry is like, let me try to do my best.
Mm-hmm. And I love like having to read something and kind of decode what I think the writer meant.
Yeah.
And I love when I'm wrong about it. I love reading someone's poem and it really resonates for me. And I'm like, God, I love this. And then I hear there's like an artist talk back and they talk about where they were, what they were going through when they wrote it. And it's totally different than everything I thought it was about.
Because that tells me about you.
I'm like, that's amazing.
Because it is able to connect to a part of. I think that's beautiful too.
Yeah.
I'm of the belief that as an artist, you put your work out there, and then it's the world's.
Right.
It's not yours anymore.
Totally. There's a song called The Bottom by Michelle. And every time I listened to that song, I heard it as being like, you're saying that you're not afraid to see the worst parts of someone. You're not afraid to see the bottom of someone.
Yeah.
And it was just kind of like a love song telling someone you're not afraid to see all of them. And every time I listened to that song, that's what I heard. And then I was listening to an interview from the band and they were like, oh, it's an ode to the East River. Because my mom and I used to sit and it was just more an ode to the river and about New York and my relationship with my mom more than anything else. And I was like, wow, that's amazing. Because every time I listened to that song, I heard something totally different. So then I wrote a poem inspired by what I thought that song meant. And it I think it was the January print for the poetry art club that I'm now doing on Patreon.
That's so
It's like, how fun is that? It's like art inspiring art.
I love that
And that,
so much.
it gets me going about poetry. I love it so much.
I love that so much. I love when art inspires art.
Yeah.
So Vincent van Gogh is my favorite painter. Mm-hmm. And I was just talking to Rob about the Doctor Who episode. I had never seen a Doctor Who, but this episode moves me so much. And I think he's such a beautiful soul. I went to his museum in Amsterdam. I told my parents are going to Amsterdam. I'm like, you got to go.
Fun.
But Don McLean wrote Starry, Starry Nights based on the painting, of course. And then the person that wrote Strumming My Pain with His Fingers, Killing Me Softly, wrote it about going to a Don McLean concert. And then that's one of the most covered songs, Kill Me Softly, and the Fugees version is one of my favorite versions with Lauryn Hill. And I go, and that is influenced by Vincent van Gogh. And I go, this fucking rocks
That's
my
beautiful.
world so
Yeah.
much. Just art inspiring other art rocks me. But I do think the sentiment that you took from the word the bottom is beautiful too. Mm-hmm. Like being able to love someone even at their lowest, at their deepest, darkest things that's beautiful.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And to me, that's what that song will always mean. Even
Good.
though now I know that that's not what the artist intended, but to me, that's what it is. I think there's a lot of songs like that.
Of course.
Like, I love listening to Stupid Love by Lady Gaga as a self-love anthem.
Yeah.
I love imagining that she's speaking to herself rather than like to a lover.
Of course.
Being like looking in the mirror like, I want your stupid love. Like, I am begging myself to show up for me.
Oh my God. That's beautiful. And
I want you to love me the way that I love you. Like the two sides of your brain. Every time I listen to that song, that's how I hear it. Because it also just like feels like an amp up song when I listen to it. So it almost feels like you're looking at yourself like, we're gonna do it.
Yeah.
You have to get there.
Wow. And then there's sometimes when the artist talks about their songs and then you re-listen to the songs and they're even more beautiful.
Yeah.
There's that, I don't know the name of the song. Shadows are falling and I'm running out of breath. Keep me in your heart for a while. Do you know that song?
No.
I think it's called Keep Me in Your Heart for a While. But it's about a man, and he wrote the song as he was dying of cancer. And it's just about like, he's just saying, he's like, I'm going to die. Just remember me a little bit. And like, I love the song. And then when you find out, it's just a person telling the people that he loves, just please remember me. It's like, it's
Beautiful.
Yeah. So, and then there's people that talk about their arts that make me hate the arts.
Yeah, totally.
Of course,
There's
it's
fucking
all ends of the
annoying people
spectrum.
everywhere.
But I think that's beautiful. But the most important thing you do as an artist is you create it from your point of view. And like, it's beautiful, whatever people interpret it as, they interpret it as.
Yeah.
And that says a lot about who they are. It's like a Rorschach. What's the thing? Rorschach test or
Yeah, I know what you're
the ink
saying.
blob test.
Yeah.
Like, that's what art should be.
Yeah.
You look at it and that tells me more about you than the art sometimes. In a beautiful way. Maddie, I just finally realized, like, I thought my purpose was to spread joy and like be funny and silly, but I think my purpose is changing, and I think that we need to be comfortable with that. I think my purpose is to create and just share the human experience and my human experience, and a lot of the times that is funny, but sometimes it's not,
Right.
and I'm like adjusting with that.
You're so much more complex of a person than just the part of you that is funny.
The part of me that's not funny is the most beautiful part. The funny part is the part that I created so the world would love me. Because I was scared because I was told they wouldn't love me otherwise.
Yeah.
But the person underneath that is the beautiful person.
I agree.
You always, I felt like, had such a good depth of self.
Thanks.
Sharing yourself is hard. And I think
Yeah, it
that
is.
comedy at its worst helps you hide. At its best helps you expose and share.
Yeah.
It could do both. It could do both things at the same time, which is
Totally.
tough.
I love that. And I would personally love if at any point you decide you want to share your poetry, I would be honored to read it.
I sent to my sister. I asked her, how do you know when it's good? If it's good, she goes, you don't.
Yeah.
And that's like good to remember. You
To
don't.
me, it's just like a feeling. Like when I read it back and in my bones, I'm like, this makes sense inside my brain.
Does it?
It like resonates for me. I don't care if
Yeah.
anybody else gets it or resonates with it or not.
I guess I've been creating so much that I care what people think about. It's especially with the internet. How do you not fucking care? Especially when my money comes from creating. How do I not care? And I think this is the first time in a long time I've had something that I don't care.
Yeah, it's nice to have an outlet that's like disconnected from the other creative outlets that do provide more monetary comforts.
I loved comedy so much I ruined it for myself.
I get it.
You know what I mean? But I still love it so deeply.
I totally understand. I've sometimes felt that way about YouTube.
It's just a different relationship,
Yeah,
you know? We're
it
like
changes.
in the thick of it. And it's hard to explain that to people that are like young or want to do it. How many years now? 16 years?
In July, it's 16 years.
Yeah, right? 16 years on YouTube. Of course. I'm doing comedies around the same amount of time. It's like, it's a different type of love.
It changes over time.
And I depend on it. And I care what people think. And I need to make money from it. I forgot why I did it was to feel good. Someone that went to my elementary school tagged me in a post recently. And it said, it was like from third grade or something, or fifth grade, the yearbook. And it asked what I want to do. It said, I want to do comedy when I grow up. And I didn't even know I wanted that at that age.
That's amazing.
I didn't even remember saying that. I don't remember doing that.
But that's so beautiful to like have written proof that like you are the dream of your younger self. You've already done it.
I know. You know, when I was going to quit, my dad sat me down and he goes, he said, no matter what, Sebastian, you did it.
You did. And you've been so successful.
He goes, no matter what, you did it. He goes, you were funny. Everyone knew that. He's like, I just need you to be happy. And I take that to heart, you know?
Yeah. And it's true.
Yes.
The amount of people that you have brought joy to.
No, I know.
Like, it's an unfathomable amount of people.
I'm sorry that this podcast has now become all about me.
No, I love it. I truly, Sebastian, this is such a treat. And you being so generous with me and the podcast listeners right now. I admire you and all that you have built for yourself so tremendously.
Thanks.
And I think you are such a talented person. And yeah, how fucking incredible to get to bring joy to so many people and get to perform live week after week. And to then know that that's exactly what your younger self wanted you to be.
I know.
That's amazing.
Yeah.
You did it.
No, I know. Like my dad, yeah. And he's my dad. He cares about my dreams, but he doesn't. He wants me to be happy.
Totally. Because at the end of the day, that's what matters, that you are enjoying your dreams. You know,
Sure.
a dream that you're miserable doing is kind of not, at some point, it's like, okay, well, that was my old dream.
And that's okay for dreams to change.
Totally. My dreams have changed 100 times over.
And that's a good, healthy.
Yeah.
I had a friend and he's like, why am I fighting for a dream from a 14-year-old boy that I don't enjoy anymore? It's like, wow, yeah. But then I just have to like reevaluate, you know?
Yeah.
Which is good.
Totally. I think a pivot is people should pivot more. And I think that people should be less afraid of pivoting.
I agree.
I've thought about this a lot because I feel, and I've said this on the Patreon a lot, and I've said this on the podcast before, but over the last couple of years, I've felt myself being more interested in podcasting than I am in YouTubing, which is different for me as someone who has been a YouTuber above all else.
Sure.
But now I do feel that I want to move towards being someone who is podcast first. I would love to release less YouTube videos.
I love that.
I know this to be true about myself. Some people might not love that.
Sure.
And it's not that I don't love YouTube, and it's not that I'd ever give up on YouTube, ever.
Yeah.
It's always going to mean so much to me. And there may even be an era where I flip-flop back and I go, you know what? I'm just tired of podcasting. I'm less inspired. I'm actually more inspired with YouTube, and I go back to it. Like, I think to encourage people to just follow whatever lights them up inside is what we should be doing, rather than telling people they have to want the same things for the rest of their lives, or if you succeed at one thing, you have to commit to doing that thing for the rest of forever, because you now have people that want you to do the same thing forever versus being like, I want to do something different now.
You feel the emptiness when someone does that.
Yeah.
And it's almost like you see it at a super speed level when someone has like one video of them going viral, and then that's all they do then going forward. But then now stretch that out over 15 years. You know what I mean?
For sure.
But you feel when someone's like just going through the motions of it. And I understand sometimes you'll just go through the motions and it'll come back around, you know?
Yeah.
But I think that you should chase what you want. You are the one living your life.
Yeah.
Maddie.
Exactly. Totally. And that's why I did this big rebrand. That's why we started the Pumpcast.
Yeah.
It's like, this is what I have fun doing. This is what I am excited about right now.
Sure.
And I also think that prioritizing the podcast actually makes doing YouTube easier. It makes me enjoy it more.
How so?
Because for so long, YouTube has been my number one focus.
Sure.
And to put it in more of the number 2 or number 3 spot actually allows me to feel a little bit more creative wiggle room with it. There's less pressure put on it.
Sure.
Now I can start to enjoy YouTube again, that my focus is more on the podcast.
Because it's about creativity.
Yeah. Just going wherever the inspiration is, just following it, letting it ebb and flow and change. And
money and art never should have to go together.
Yeah, it's hard when it's
what ruins art.
Totally. And I feel very envious of people who make like an absurd amount of money doing art, that it allows them to not think about it.
Sure.
But when you're in the middle space of like doing a creative career and making an amount of money that you have to think about and work towards making it work for yourself. It's not like it just is like, I do art and I get lots of money and I never think about it, you know?
Sure. You have to think.
You have to think about it.
I know. And then you're leaning towards what they want.
Right.
And then it doesn't feel as honest. And then all of a sudden it's like, of course it's not as honest because I'm thinking about the money. I'm thinking about getting more of this. I'm getting more of that.
It is also like scary to take a leap and be like, I know this isn't what the audience wants.
Yes.
But I'm going to do it anyways because it's what I want. And I feel 99 times out of 100, people end up loving the thing you pivot to.
Yeah.
They just didn't know they were going to love it.
Of course.
They were so used to what you gave them before. They loved that. The idea of it changing was like, oh my God, no, but I love the way you've done this over the years.
Yeah.
But people are going to love the next thing you do too, and they just don't know it.
Of course. I'm still doing comedy. I have a show tonight. I have a show Sunday. I'm not like, you know.
Period. Totally. Yeah, no, I feel the same way. I'm not doing YouTube.
Of course. And I'm still loving comedy. Actually, putting less pressure on it is what I need.
Yeah.
Because it was, for me, just sadly, I thought I'd be dead. My idol was Chris Farley, who died at 33. So Rob will tell you, the year 33 was tough for Seb.
Yeah.
I was just like, all right, this is going to be it. At a certain point, I literally remember when I started doing comedy being like, great, I have this many years to get good so people know I'm funny. Mm-hmm. And then at that age, then I had to start looking in the mirror and being like, no, this is about me, not about, no one even fucking remembers him.
Yeah.
Like, I'll talk to people, they don't even know who he is. My biggest idol, the person that shaped who I was, you know? Mm-hmm. So it goes, so it matters, I need to serve myself first.
Pivoting is good.
No.
All creatives should feel like they have the ability to pivot and change the emphasis and explore new mediums and new directions, and nobody should feel like they have to do the same thing over and over again on a loop forever.
And I got into this not thinking I would have to think about buying a house or, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
I did not get into this thinking about that shit.
Totally.
I got into this, I just chase improv you don't make fucking money from.
Sure.
If I wanted money, I should have done any other art forms. But this was the one that felt best for me.
Right. You follow the joy.
100%.
Follow the joy, and I believe that it all ends up working itself out eventually.
I know. Yeah. Yeah, I'm just trying to find happiness and stuff now. Yeah. Because it took a lot of time to realize, like, when I'm hating myself, I'm hurting other people around me, you know? Mm. So, yeah. And in a way that putting all that together and doing that and knowing that happens goes, oh, yeah, you got to stop it. Because then you go, I'm just hating myself.
Yeah.
I'm just hating myself. I'm not hurting them. But hating yourself hurts others. Others that love you or others that because then you have walls up and stuff. And
you're doing good work, though.
Trying. There's
so many people that never, ever have that moment of reflection ever in their lives.
No, I know. 100%.
Yeah. I'd even jump to say that most people.
Yeah, I'm not out here not thinking about shit.
No.
I'm up at 2 in the morning.
At all, I'm sure.
Doing my thing. Why can't you sleep? I'm crying at my own poems.
This is the way life should be.
But yeah, my sister
crying at your own poems.
Crying at your own poems.
Let's fucking go.
My sister was like, you can't think of good. What did she say exactly? What she said was so beautiful. I'm so lucky. I'm so lucky to have people in my life like that. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. She goes, aim for liking it. Aim for feeling like it expresses your idea completely. Not good. That's imaginary. She's right. Because I think about good so much. Mm-hmm. Is this good? Is that good? Am I doing good? Especially like I've done stuff where I've had to act more seriously. Mm-hmm. And I think, because comedy, you know when it's good.
Yeah.
Because they laugh or they don't. Mm-hmm. Right? But then other creative aspects, I'm like figuring out when it's good. And I guess I'm learning it's good when when it has the feeling in you.
Yeah. Sorry, I just laughed remembering
What?
when Anora came out.
Shout out.
Sebastian was in Anora. He was incredible.
I was in Anora.
But when I went and saw it in theaters, I didn't tell the friends that I went with that you were in it.
And do they know me, these friends?
Yes.
Okay.
They've met you before.
Yeah.
And so in the middle of the movie, when your scene comes on, I was sitting in between both of them and they both look at me. They go, "Did you know this?" I was like, "Yeah, I knew." I just remember the shock on their faces when they were like, "What the fuck? Sebastian? Sebastian's in this movie?" Oh my God.
Shout out.
But you crushed it.
Yeah, my mom and dad went to go see it in the movie theater that we would go see. We would go see a movie every week, my family. And it was so funny. My parents, it was so funny. My mom went and she wrote this whole big thing about it. About we sat in the chairs that we sat in hundreds of times before, but this time it was to see my son.
That's amazing. And it was such a good movie.
Yeah, I feel so lucky I got to. You know what? People ask me, they go, "Oh, did you get anything from after Anora? Did things go?" I'm like, "Yeah, this and that." But I think the thing I got most is the respect for wanting to be a part of art.
Yeah.
I remembered that. I go,
Also,
fuck, what am I doing? I want to be a part of great things.
To work with Sean Baker, to be in a movie that was so fantastic it won Best Picture. That's an experience that not many people ever get to know.
No. I'm probably
So
the only
cool.
person doing improv doing that shit.
Literally so cool.
Maybe not, but yeah. I know, yeah, it is so cool. And I'm so lucky.
Yeah.
I'm so lucky. And that's from, years of chasing the creative in me. Mm-hmm. And then I think about, I don't do audition for commercials anymore.
Yeah.
I'm fucking done with that. I've all of a sudden set up all these... I've always had these little artist rules that I followed. And now I go, I look back on them. It's because I want to chase me.
Yeah.
I used to get asked to, submit for, anyone could do it, but you'd have a manager or agent that'd be like, "Do you want to submit for the Tonight Show? Do you want to submit for this?" I go, "I don't want to. No, I don't want to work a fucking day job.
Yeah.
For me, that's a day job. I'm looking at headlines and writing jokes.
Yeah. Yeah.
I wanna be creative.
Totally.
I guess there's a person who that is their creative,
Totally.
but that wouldn't be honoring my creative.
That wouldn't be satisfying to you.
No, yes, and some people that their brain that scratches that creative itch.
Yeah.
So I think when everyone's like, "What did Anora give you?" It gave me a compass for what I want to be.
Yeah.
One scene in an Oscar movie, I'm like, I'm an artist. I was like, "Motherfuckers, come see me. I don't do commercials." Poor as could be, struggling for rent. Be like, never a commercial. Also, for commercials, I would go in, Maddie, and I'd be in the room with two classically attractive fit guys, and the worst one ever was it was like, okay, this guy Sebastian, you just signed up for a mutter race, and these two guys are going to be making fun of you, and you just have to stand there silently as these two guys make fun of you. And it was just these
Jesus
two
Christ.
non-comedian guys just making fat jokes at me as I stood there, and that was the last one I went in for.
What the fuck?
And they yelled cut. I went, "Oh, that sucks."
Wait, why? Why?
I don't know. The commercials are horrible. Because in a commercial, you need to have a problem, right? Because their product fixes problems.
That is crazy.
That's all a commercial is being like, you should be scared about this, right? You should be scared, right? And so, as a person that, according to society, I should be, I to them present as a problem because I'm fat. I was always the person that would be like, you don't want to be like this guy.
That's absurd that they had you do that in an audition.
One time I had to get my underwear for a commercial audition and never for legit auditions, which is just movie or television stuff, what they say. But so I'm just like, fuck this. I'd rather teach than fucking make a ton of money from a fucking corporation I don't give a shit about.
Yeah.
That's just going to shit on me.
Yeah, geez, what the fuck?
I know, especially commercials. I auditioned for this chocolate commercial, and person texting me being like, a person I know being like, did you audition for the chocolate commercial? I go, yeah. They go, everyone's talking about you on set, how funny you were. I go, I know. They won't hire a fat person to advertise chocolates. I don't want to audition for this. I know the outcome.
Yeah, that's so fucking ridiculous, though.
Well, because, they don't want,
I get the optics of why a brand would say that. It's also ridiculous in the year 2026 that would still be...
They can't publicly say that.
Right.
But,
well, they can't publicly say it, but we all can read between the lines.
You tell me, you ever seen a candy commercial with a fat person?
Right.
So commercials really, because it's all looks. You know what I mean? Commercials is looks more than anything.
Right.
And that's why I'm like, oh, I love people like indie movies and Sean Baker, and I just watched the movie The Wrestler. I love movies like that. Why? Because it's real people sharing their experience in life. It has nothing to do with the way you look, or if it does, they address it in a realistic, in a way that society is affecting you. You know?
Right. It's like in a movie or TV show, someone's appearance is usually only brought up as a way to like further push their development as a character and like how their appearance would impact their life as a character the same way it impacts us as people.
Sure.
What we look like does impact.
100%.
It's more complex than just in a fucking commercial where they're like, you are reduced to the lowest common denominator in terms of stereotypes.
I remember when I was early on, I told my people, I'm like, I don't want to audition for fat guy.
Yeah.
But every character I play will be fat.
Right.
Like and if you don't understand the difference, then that's a bigger problem.
Yeah.
Right? Like that can't be it. But every character I play will be fat. Yeah. And if there's a reference to me being fat, that's fine.
Totally.
Because that's my existence.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, so like it is what it is, but I just that can't be the only way I'm serving the story.
Yeah, there has to be some greater humanity to the fucking character. Jesus Christ.
And then I think, and that's why I'm like drawn to stuff that isn't as mainstream, because then they're able to give some humanity to it.
Yeah.
Because I think that, as we said, I think when you came on my pod, me and Rob's, I think the society is moving towards skinny again, right?
Well, and an absurd speed.
Which I do. As a large man, life is harder in a larger body.
Yeah.
The world, and Rob has been so helpful to me. He goes, the world is not, and he's made me, the world isn't built for a man my size.
Yeah.
Which feels bad. Mm-hmm. Like when I talk about looking up restaurants to make sure that I feel comfortable going there.
Yeah.
Like it sucks, but that's something I have to deal with. That's not my fault.
Yeah. For sure.
But I think the world is just now, especially in media and especially in stuff that's going to come out on Netflix, it's going to be more pointed towards that. People without like any artfulness, or they'll like just, I don't know. It breaks my heart.
Yeah, mine too. I was thinking something that I wrote down that I wanted to ask you about was, I find it so interesting, the kind of window in that Robbie has to your experience, being not only such a close friend of yours, but also a collaborator that has access to the same social media accounts that you do.
Oh, yeah.
I was thinking about this because I was like, Robbie has a really interesting look in a way that other people might not.
He had no
because
idea.
He gets the same notifications.
Yeah.
So when people are, writing all this hate the way that people talk about fat people online, Robbie gets to read it. And so I felt, being Robbie's friend, that he has a real understanding that I think a lot of other people don't have because of his proximity to you.
Yeah. He just had no idea.
Yeah.
And that's not his fault.
No, totally. Most people, unless you've lived it, you don't know.
That's not his fault.
No.
And because most of the time it happens when people will publicly shit on me, I'll be alone. Yeah. Because that's when I'm powerless.
Totally.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So that's not, and I'll tell him stories and but like the internet stuff he sees, and he goes, I had no idea.
Yeah.
I know this was something that I had to show him a little bit, which of course, because why would he experience that? He wouldn't hang out with people that acted like that, and why would they ever say anything towards him?
Totally. Yeah.
And I think that he feels lucky that he gets to understand that.
Right. Yeah.
He checks me sometimes.
Yeah.
He goes, Seb, that's a little fat phobic. I go, I know.
I love it.
He checks me sometimes, which it's fine because that exists in me.
Totally.
This is a battle I've had to fucking come to be like, the world isn't built for me. It's not my fault. You know what I mean? Like, that's because who knows about hating fat people more than a fat person?
Totally.
That's why I get so fucking mad when people lose weight and turn on fat people.
Oh, that is something that will always piss me off.
Do whatever you want with your own body.
Right.
If you want to lose weight, fine.
Right. Don't betray your younger self. Don't become the enemy of past you. That's ridiculous.
Of fat people hating all the fat people, I hate too.
Yeah.
Because here's the thing: people look around and they'll see who's the fat. They'll rank the fats.
Mm-hmm. I've seen that in my comments recently.
You have?
I've seen people, like, I've received hate comments now that Meg and I do so much more content together.
Yeah.
They'll refer to me as the fatter one. And they'll do shit like that. And they'll, like, rank the two of us next to each other in terms of fatness. Which I think is weird.
It's so weird. Especially when you have purple hair. And it's just
totally.
So
There's another qualifier that you could use to separate me. A much easier one, actually. Jesus. You know, I've never thought about it like that, but that is really funny. I've never thought about it like that.
If I was to separate the two of you, one of you has
purple hair.
There's no qualifiers needed.
Right.
Like, about
That's
your bodies.
So funny. Yeah, why even bring it up?
It's so gross. I'm so sorry. It's so annoying. I'm sure it's annoying to Meg, too. It's like,
I'm sure. It's just irritating to have people comment like that at all. And I think it's honestly the reel that has gotten a lot of traction from. It was a clip the last time I went on your guys' podcast where we're talking about.
You spoke so beautifully.
Thank you so much. We were talking about fatphobia and feeling like your fatness is like a shield to protect you from like these horrible, nasty people that are just, vicious to fat people. The comments on that reel are insane. Yeah. And every day I get more notifications from it. I read what people are saying on it. I'm like, you guys are crazy. You guys are crazy town.
People, it's the internet really has shed light how much people hate fat people too. Yeah. Like, it really has shed a lot of light on how much people hate us. Mm-hmm. I knew that people didn't like us, Maddie.
Yeah.
I went into the internet being like, I know we're not everyone's favorites.
Well, listen, I remember when I was first, like, being a teenager online for the first time, and everyone had, it was called Form Spring.
Okay.
It was basically like an anonymous question box that everyone could have, and everyone had them in school. Yeah. And I said, one thing I will never do is make a Form Spring, because I knew at age 13 what was going to be in that box.
Sure.
I said, I know exactly what I know what people say to me straight to my face. I can only imagine what they'll say to me if I allow them to be anonymous, so I'm not even going to let them do it.
Sometimes the conversations behind closed doors I think about and I scream in my skin.
But I'm like,
anonymous would make me sick.
Yeah.
I was standing outside with Rob the other day. He's outside. He's smoking weed. I'm soaking in the sun like a flower. And some guy just stares at me and starts patting his belly and blowing his cheeks out like I'm a fat, like just calling me fat. And then just walks into his apartment.
Oh,
and this is what people just do to my face. And I'm like this, pretending I'm a fucking sunflower catching rays.
Yeah, Jesus Christ.
So
people like that are so miserable, though. You have to be like truly one of the most miserable people on earth to look at a fat person just chilling and do that.
It's tough.
Weirdos, like real freaks. This is why I'm pro bullying in some ways.
Sure.
I want to bully people like that.
But I don't, because I don't bully them because I'm scared.
Totally.
Because I just know that they're just gonna like try to hurt me till they care more about their looks than their personality. And I think
Yeah.
as a society, we need to fucking flip that around.
Yeah.
We have to remember.
For sure.
And they care more about like their physical appearance, what they deem beautiful, more than the ugliness of who they are.
Yeah.
So we're not fighting at the same fights when we're arguing.
Yeah. For sure.
So that's why I don't want to argue with them. And sometimes, like, Rob will want to argue back in comments, not about fat stuff, but about other stuff.
Yeah.
I go, I don't even want to because they're just going to call me fat within a moment.
I get it. I go back and forth about it. Some days I'm like, stop. Don't fight with these people. Don't respond. Don't comment back. But other times I'm like, you know what? Fuck it. No. I do want to defend myself.
I get that. And I want you
like
to, too.
need to know these people. I need them to know that they're a fucking idiot.
Yeah, I know.
I want their comment to get downvoted into oblivion. I want to
Yeah, I feel you.
sick the lover girls on them. Like, I want people to know that they are a big bozo town.
And I'm so lucky the people that like my show, like they're very. I'm of course they are.
Yeah.
Of course they are. But like fucking, I just sometimes I'm like. I talk about the plus size park hoppers as fucking they're doing God's work out here because they're catching strays for us.
Yeah.
They're out here like normalizing like loving life being fat.
Some people are so bizarre. Like their content is truly just what are you even mad at? Like there's nothing controversial about what they do. They are just being fat and being a resource to people who want to enjoy themselves while fat at an amusement park.
Can I tell you what? I went to Disney World and I watched their videos so I knew where I would be comfortable and not. And that was a fucking blessing.
It's such a reliever of anxiety to have that resource and be able to see in advance and look at people who've been there and tested it for this exact reason. If it's not helpful to you, stop fucking watching. Who cares? It's not for you.
And they're happy.
They're making this content for other plus size people.
I know. It's actually, it makes me sick when I see the comments hating on them. Because for me, I still struggle with hating myself, you know? So I when I want you to stand up for yourself and I'll be like, I don't need to stand up for me.
Yeah.
But for them, I don't want nobody making fun of them. You know what I mean? I want to fight for that.
Yeah.
And I know a problem that I need to stand up for me, but like they're just fucking doing God's work.
Yeah. And I think there are like you can do both. I think there's moments where you should stand up for yourself and there's moments to just fucking let it rock and to not even concern yourself with it at all.
But I love them so much. I DM'd them.
The best.
They came they were coming to New York. I'm gonna go comps for my show whenever you want. Comps for my show.
I love that. They do great stuff.
They do such good stuff. They literally are sometimes the existence of being fat is infuriating for other people. And I go, why do I struggle with loving myself? Because people don't like that I exist.
Yeah. Well, I think that for some people, seeing fat people experiencing joy and love and whimsy and all these things makes them angry because if they've struggled with their bodies, they might have felt that they had to be one specific size to have access to those things.
Sure.
And they've punished themselves for it their whole lives. And then so to see a fat person being in love, joyful, traveling, being whimsical, and just having the best time ever, it enrages them because they're like, oh, you're not allowed to do that because I wasn't allowed to do that. I am only allowed to do that when I am the smallest, most palatable version of myself possible.
Yeah.
To see someone who says, no, fuck it, I'm going to do it right now is like a trigger to these people that believe that they can only have happiness and joy at one size and one state of being.
It's so unfair.
Yeah.
It's deeply unfair and sad for them, but that's someone hating themselves, as I said before, and then it hurts other people.
Yeah.
Hating yourself does hurt other people.
I totally agree.
And like, this can't, you take so much of the world away from fat people. I feel uncomfortable on a plane. I feel uncomfortable on boots. I can only shop at one fucking store. You tell me I can't feel joy?
Yeah, right. What can I have?
Like half the world I can't have.
Right.
I don't feel acceptable in half the world.
Yeah.
And now you telling me I can't have a feeling?
Right.
or I can't be happy, or I can't talk positively about food because, oh, you can't trust a fat person, they eat everything. I can't talk negatively about food because of course you like that. You like the biggest garbage in the world, you know? There's no...
Yeah.
I just feel like they have this fake fucking trump card that they just throw out nonstop.
Yeah.
And...
Well, it's ridiculous. I am like... This is why, especially as things are getting more... thinness is being pushed more and more and more. I think it's like truly like an act of resistance to be fat and loud and taking up space. Sure.
I mean, I follow this. I call it resistance. I follow this account called the Snackalator where they just tell me the new snacks of the week. I go, this as soon as RFK became in charge of the fucking health, I go, I'm following the Snackalator. This was my act of resistance. I go, I'm liking that Doritos has a new garlic Parmesan flavor.
Incredible.
In my head, I'm able to say that though, you know?
Yeah, for sure.
Here's the thing, I'll always be fat.
Yeah, it's one of those things that once you've experienced it and you have the perspective of it, no matter what you look like in the future, you always will know the experience of being a fat person.
I'm also 6'2", 6'3", massive, right. No matter what. No matter what, my body's too big for the world.
Sure. Yeah.
Like, at the end of the day. And men and women have it so differently. Mm-hmm. And I really... I try to understand your women's point of view around it. Because I do think it's challenging in a lot more complicated ways sometimes with women.
Yeah.
I feel men get to experience that joy stuff more, you know? Yeah. Fat joy.
Totally. I do think that, I think in general, because the expectation for women is that we are small. The expectation for men is not necessarily that men must be small.
No, I know.
So yeah. I think there's definitely differences.
Sure. I could at least, people be like, it's good that you're tall. I go, oh, you're saying it's good that I'm not short and fat.
Right, yeah.
You know, at least you're tall. You're big.
Right.
Yeah. All right. You know, yeah. And I feel also...
I do feel like almost the opposite is true for women also, though.
Really?
I'll say that, I've had people make comments to me about, well, you're short, though, so you're still petite in some ways.
Oh, interesting.
So it's my proximity to smallness... That's so fucked up. In a height way, it still grants me some... Versus if I was a 6-foot woman and plus size, it would be different. So it's almost like the reverse of that.
Because they don't, as a society, we don't want women taking up space.
Right. Yeah.
I love women. We just don't want them taking up space.
Yeah.
We're keep them as small as possible. Be as small as possible, taking care of us.
Physically, personality-wise, everything.
Everything.
Just truly be as small as possible.
Be tiny, be small. And that's what's so beautiful. Staten Island's so fucked up, but at least we wanted big personality women.
Totally.
That's one beautiful thing.
Listen, gotta give Staten Island credit for something.
You do. And at least we love... I mean, at the end of the day, these men on Staten Island are so fucked, but we are a matriarchy.
Yeah.
We're run by women. Mm-hmm. Most Italian households are run by a woman.
Beautiful.
And the woman is the power. The woman takes up the most space. Yeah. And I love that.
Thank God.
So, I mean, it is sad. But I will say this, women do have better access now to plus size clothing than men.
Oh, for sure. For sure, absolutely.
I remember when Torrid came out.
Oh, yeah.
I remember when Torrid first came out. Oh, my God. I was like, la la.
Plus size clothing options for men are slim to none.
I know. It's actually, there's few reasons, there's reasons why I wish I was in a smaller body, and one is clothing.
Yeah.
The other is roller coasters. The other is just sitting in boots, you know? Mm-hmm. And I have to remember that's why when I it's the world isn't built for me. Mm-hmm. It's not me.
Yeah.
But clothing options for men is so bad. I had to go, so I went to DXL the other day, and they had one nice, trendy shirt, and it was $166.
Yeah.
And I said, it was a button-down short sleeve shirt that was a little meshy that you would find in Urban Outfitters for $20 for average size man. And it's a medium. And I go to the guy, I go, I go, is there a coupon for this or something? I like this shirt, but it's crazy expensive. And he goes, I know. He goes, yeah, that's our third rack of that we got in. Those will never go on sale because it's the trendy shirt that we have. So they cycle in one cool shirt and just charge an arm and a leg for it.
That's insane.
And so I can't buy that.
Yeah.
And also it's fucked. Like I look at Old Navy and I look at Gap and I'm like, I can't try any of this on because it's not in the stores.
Right. I know. That part's irritating to me. And they charge a return fee when you have to return it back for virtual shopping.
What?
That shit pisses me off. The amount of time that I will online shop because I can't try it on in stores. So I'll buy a bunch of shit and then I'll try it on and send most of it back. But then they charge a fee.
How much?
Usually it's like $15-20.
That's fucking nuts.
Yeah. Oh, that shit pisses me off. I'm like, I actually can't go to your store and try this on. And
Which
so I
would be a
have
blessing.
to do it online.
Yes.
Have to try things on and return them. But when I return them, you want to charge me a fee for it?
This is fat tax.
I hate it. No, it literally is. It
There
pisses
is a
me
fat
off.
tax.
It makes me so mad.
DXL, I see the fat tax. I mean, South by Southwest got rid of their seat policy that if you needed an extra seat, like, this is fat tax.
I saw that. Ridiculous.
I mean, I am about to have to go on planes, and I just am so blessed that I'll be sitting next to someone I know.
Yeah.
But on the way home, I'm not. And I already have fucking agita about it. Because it's sometimes it doesn't matter the size of the person, but they will be pissed that they're sitting next to me.
Yeah, I've seen someone texting about me before on a plane.
Really? I'm so sorry.
I like looked over and saw it and was like, okay, well, you can try to hide. Like you're literally texting like this. Oh, there's a fat girl next to me.
That's such a nightmare.
I was like, and that was a flight that there were no other seats on the plane. I had to take a middle seat, which is truly my nightmare.
I know.
And then the person next to me is texting, talking shit about me. I was like, oh my God, kill me. 8-hour flight, by the way. That was a Europe to US flight that I was stuck in the middle seat for.
That's so,
It was
and you knew
truly
the person
my worst
hated
nightmare.
you.
Yeah.
And you knew the
And that
person
was
hated
during
you.
boarding they were texting about me. So it was like, we hadn't even taken off. It was the worst case scenario.
That makes me feel so bad.
It was horrible. But
I once saw a guy take a photo of me in the seats.
Jesus.
It's like,
Why do people do that?
like I just turned around and he was taking a picture of me like leaning over into the aisle.
Absurd.
I lean into the aisle.
Right.
So I'm not a burden to someone else.
Right. I'm trying to give you more space. I can't.
I can't either. Like, it's like existing. They hate us because we exist. Mm-hmm. Which is the saddest thing ever.
For them.
For that. Yes. It's why can't you just let people be? Mm-hmm. I just want to be.
Yeah.
I'll be nice. I don't know. It makes me remember, like, I did comedy and made people laugh because I felt like I didn't belong, so this is what I did. Mm-hmm. So then I go, what the fuck is going on with you that you hate someone for being?
Yeah.
Oh, God.
But I really feel like all we can do at this point is doing exactly what we are doing. Like, I think to be like a visible, loud, take up space kind of person in the current day and age we're in is really all you can do.
Knowing you and seeing you do it gives me license to do it more, Maddie. And that's fucking awesome.
It is awesome.
That is fucking awesome. You helped me open up into my fat power.
I love it.
100%, Maddie. There's not a doubt in my heart that you haven't helped me on this journey. I haven't helped you, but you've helped me. I'm awesome. I'm awesome in so
You
many
are
other ways,
awesome.
but I haven't helped you in this part of your journey. You were fucking leaps ahead of me. I go, whoa, slow down. Hold on. And then you're just dropping wisdom behind you. Hurry up, you loser. Dropping all this cool shit behind you. Teaching me how to fucking be a good fat person. And I go, hold on. Trying to catch up to you. I'm awesome in other ways, but you have done that for me. And I forever am I grateful for you for that, but I'm grateful. I'm lucky as a person because I feel happier.
Well, thanks. That's very sweet of you to say.
Yeah, whatever. Of I'm so happy, Maddie. I do mean that. I don't have. I mean, I don't know who else I talk to about with fat stuff about. You know, there's only so many people.
Totally. Yeah, it's nice to be able to talk to someone who understands.
Yeah. It's. I'm sure there's people out there, and that's what the internet annoys me, but it's also beautiful. Mm-hmm. Because there are people out there that also they see you.
Yeah.
And they hear how you talk about yourself, and they see you how powerful you are, and then they get to be more powerful. That's what happened to me with you.
That's beautiful.
So that's fucking awesome.
We love Sebastian Canelli in this household. Be sure to go check out Sebastian's podcast. Loud About Nothing. Robbie and Sebastian, two of the most entertaining and also the sweetest, most kind-hearted people I've ever met. Go support them. Go support the show. Sebastian, is there anything else you'd like to promote?
No, do the podcast. Come to follow me, Sebastian Canelli, Instagram. Follow this podcast. The podcast, you'll learn more about us. Maddie's done a bunch of episodes. You can listen to her over there. And that's it.
Thank you so much for coming on. You are truly an angel, and you've shared so much today. I'm very, very grateful for
I did good.
how you've opened up today. That was beautiful.
I'm more open now.
I felt like this was such a treat to get to sit down with you and do this. I loved every second.
Maddie, I'm more this last year of my life has this 2026 has I've been the best version of myself possible, and then I'm able to show up in better ways.
I love it.
All right. Beautiful.
Onwards. I'll see you guys next week. Bye.